Hello, we're Weezer.
Welcome to launch.
I like working with a guy like Rick Ocasek, not only because we know what we're going to get and we know that we have a common goal and we're focused, but it's such a great experience and it's such a I learn something every time I'm in the studio with him.
Yeah, he gives you advice about all kinds of things that no one else can give you, because they haven't been through the kinds of experiences that he has and we have.
Yeah, and we're kind of cheating ourselves if we didn't have that experience with him,
They're all really generic, lame titles, like, well, wait, which ones have we mentioned so far? Don't Let Go.
Island in the Sun.
Island in the Sun. Oh, Girlfriend.
Crab,
that's strange.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what's on the album.
There's been so many songs, it is hard to know. I think, well, you changed the titles too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got
I haven't heard the record, actually.
We named like 4.
I know there's some more songs on there.
Oh, Lisa.
Isn't that just Lisa?
No, that's Oh,
okay.
Lisa. Yeah, I've been playing with him since '97. And then when Matt left, it was like pretty much a no-brainer. We just take Mikey, because he rules.
And when we were auditioning bass players, I was looking for guys in L.A. while Rivers was in Boston, and then when he came back to L.A., we played with some of the guys I found, and that contacted our management. And then towards the end of it all, Rivers brings in this guy that he's been playing with in Boston, and I was like, why didn't we get him all along? But we had to see what our options were, and immediately gelled right away, and that was the end of the audition process. But that took about a year. Well, I think these things now with the internet, it's so easy for people all over the country to interact with one another. And somehow, it's a trend. Somehow it got started to throw, in the line, your Superman skivvies and Undone. Someone thought it was funny to throw underwear on stage at that moment. So it's just one of those things. I think it's become like the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
I'm into it.
Yeah. I have a good collection at home now. In case I run out.
We were pretty much done like within a week, just the drums and bass, which is cool.
The toughest part was the pre-production before we got in, because we had about 80 songs that we had to whittle down to 20 before we actually went in and started. So that was the toughest thing, was that we were really pulling our hair out trying to figure out which songs to use. But we did a good job. I think the whole thing took like 5 weeks or something.
Yeah, and that was with like endless like minor changes too. So we did pretty good.
Well, there's some songs on there. They have verses and choruses, and there's some guitar solos, and it sounds really good.
It's really compressed, but I don't think any of our fans would recognize that.
There's a nice picture on the front.
It's kind of like the first record, but more in that direction than even the first record to me. And it's just super straight ahead. But Hashpipe actually is pretty awesome. It's pretty rocking, and I really like that. And some of the other songs are more sort of early Beatles, if they had like big rock guitars.
I met Rivers when he was living there. He was going to Harvard, I think in '97. I met him after a show somewhere, and we just started hanging out and playing in his basement, and just ended up hanging out all the time. And we actually played a couple of shows there in Boston. just became friends, started playing. And then Matt left. There was I think like a 6-month period where I was on tour with someone, and Rivers came back out to LA, and Matt left, and then I flew out and started playing with these losers, and that was that.
Now he's a loser too.
Now I'm a loser too.
It's this whole big undies of love thing on the Weezer message board, like that's always one of the popular topics. I don't know how it started, but they're huge, like underwear.
They're ironic panties.
It freaks me out because I'm so like, that is just so weird. Like you go out and buy a huge pair of underwear to throw up on the stage of the show. I don't really inspect them that close.
all shapes and sizes.
I would prefer underwear from girls that were actually wearing them at the time to store-bought large underwear.
I think we had both kinds.